Hi everyone, this is Nilson Lima, and we are here to show you guys how the world composition inside the Cloudscape season is going as a demo map. And this is a world machine, for those who are not familiar with, and has a procedural way for you to design your landscapes, like having nodes to represent aspects of your terrain, things like terraces, erosion. You apply a part of the shapes and the layout, telling where you have to generate your terrain or not. And basically the map, we will start something like here, and we will move across these. Well, you'll be surrounded by mountains because that's all the games do when you want to hide the horizon. And for the meanings of Cloudscape seasons, this is great because we can squish more frame rates if we have the terrain including the cube where the Cloudscape is drawn. And just to show how the settings here are showing in the tiled build, you see that we have 9 by 9 tiles, and each tile have 2K resolution. So 9 of this multiplied by 2K, you give us 18. So our final resolution will be 18,153 by the same. And they have just make the most noticeable height in this level to 2.5 kilometers. So let's see if I can show how this is doing. This is how it is in the editor. So we place it all the stuff in the persistent level, and all the tiles are down here. If you click here in world composition, you'll see the whole thing here. This thin line here is the maximum boundaries for the world composition. It is 400 kilometers, so 20 kilometers by 20 kilometers. So if we adjust up here to 5, you guys can see 5, repeat here 5, another 5, and 5. So 20 by 20 is really huge. When you are not using world composition, the biggest you can have is 8 kilometers by 8. It will be 64 kilometers. So something like this portion here will be. So we have more than 4 times bigger than this. This area below is our 18 by 18. So it's really huge. And we have added to each tile 3 LUTs. You can go as much as 4. You're just using 3 because, again, it is just for the sake of demoing this. You can go as much as you want. You can tweak individually each tile to have a different number of LUTs. It depends on, if you have read a LUT, it is really hidden from the view when you are moving out. Maybe you want less LUTs, maybe. So if you hit play here, it takes some time to build all the tiles. You see that this is faster because we already have something loaded while in editors. So we will later smooth out these features here. We don't want these edges showing off. This is because we are using 2K texture from World Machine. So you have to manually smooth this and get some noise here by hand or using alphas. And I'm planning to make a tutorial later to explain how I did all of this even in Word Machine and then going to Unreal. You have to work with word composition for things this size. You need a really good machine. You guys can see that I am moving fast because I have changed the default PAL settings. So instead of going 600 units while running, it's 6,000 now. So it's like I am running at 80 kilometers per hour, so 60 miles per hour. So it's quite fast to cover all this amount. And it's not my intention to show this inside the editor, but we can go to a little packaging I have made, and let's just see if okay, we have just unloaded. Let's go get to here, Cloudscape. So this version here, you see that takes some time to load. Maybe I'll bring a splash screen to tell we are loading this level before going to this a transition screen. It's the correct name if you guys wondering. So if I play F, you can see the frame rates right now. It's quite good, above 80. Sometimes while running you have some droppings, but surely above 60. And I have changed these menus for something good. We are now at epic scale, so you can see it. If you play 1, we can change the scalability. Shift 1, we can go back. Like now we are high. You can go medium, low. You see that at low we have some artifacts showing back there. But let's go back to our epic. And I want to introduce the 2 scalability detail, and you have this screen. It reflects what we have set in the basic scalability, and you can choose a different setting for these features separately. So I have talked about this in the old demo. You guys can download it and see the videos for this in my channel. View distance is like nice to have it set to far, and shadows keep it at medium, and the remain it's quite like post-processing high will still be good enough, and even until isn't too high. Foliage I don't recommend going less than epic, and visual effects as well. So 2 again. And right now we are running at 2K texture resolution, and see that we now can go typing 0. I can increase this for 4K. So we have not changed much because we have some optimization going on our shader code. So even with 4K, we still above 70. We are going below 50s, I guess, in the older version. And we are using the 3D noise for the clouds. The shapes of the clouds are still 1.2, but the noises are 1.3. So, and besides, we can go as high as 8K now. You see that we have like huge drop in the frame rates because the textures are now so big, but it's still quite useful. if you have a really nice cloud model, that you can make a movie about this and nobody will tell the difference sometimes, depending on how much. If we increase, like for these features down here, a little bit more on the Raymarsh steps type 7, it's hard to tell. You're not looking at something that is completely fake, and clouds start to get hard to tell. Okay, and with all of this, we're still above 40, so this is perfect performance for filmmaking. And let's get back now. Let's move for 2K, and something that was not possible before and is possible now because of the 3D noises is going below 2K. Like 1K, you have still some detail to show. They are more cotton-like shapes, but the performance now, get back. Now you're going, depending on where you are looking at, can become quite high. Now you see that looking above, we are plus 75, while if you are in 2K, it is like the perfect texture size, because we have more performance with 2K texture than 1K. But it's possible to make some tweakings. I have included this because for the cartoony clouds, that resolution is like the best choice for showing things. We can increase the noise resolution and detail resolution. That is some impact, of course, but you can make even more interesting stuff with the higher resolutions. Again, maybe not in this type of clouds, but in the cartoony clouds it would be great to can go the most we can. We can turn on fog with all of this. So let me get down there a little bit. As I told, this is huge, so you can like run. Maybe to give some more tweakings to have a little bit more rocky on that cliff, because if it was really just like it is, that mountain will collapse. So we need more rocks. And let's make this more interesting. I'll put some more details here. And you can go by the menus to another maps. I think I have just the first one. So the first one was completely remodeled. We used alphas to create this small terrain. It is a 2 kilometers by 2 kilometers using the same clouds, and all the clouds left in the environment will be the 1.4 version, They have better shapes than these ones. It's already good, I know, but they are even better. And there will be an added map including word composition when you show the tornado effect. Okay, you see that if this mountain is not that high, we have less performance on the clouds than we have in the word composition. You see, we are like having constant 74, 77, but out 6, back there, with all the overheads the word composition brings through the table, we have better frame rates because most of the horizon is covered. So that's why it's important to have some backgrounds. We are using real landscapes, but you can use meshes as well. It would be nice if you can block the horizon so you have something being cooled. It will bring a lot more performance than you guys can see. So the more stuff covering, the better. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this, and I'll show you guys soon how I have made this one. And as soon as we have placed some rocks here, some trees, and we have smoothed out these features here that they are ugly, we will do another small video to show before releasing it to the marketplace team. As the update, it should be 1.5 by the way, because the latest feature, it is the tornado, was expected to be brought in the 1.5 release. So thank you everyone for watching. Bye bye.